All right, let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. Go City. Let me put this in there. Like I got some, man. Hopefully everybody is good. Hopefully everybody is good. We're finna get into the shooting badge tier list. Do it live and talk about it. See what y'all think about it. It'd be dope. I like that I was able to get this thing set up. It was a little bit of a hassle setting up all of the badges in there, but we was able to get all the shooting badges in there, and now we're just working on it. See what happens. I think I think the shooting badge tier list is gonna be like, I think shooting badges are like different for different players. Hey, what up, Skillings? What's going on, man? Seeing this start. Yes, indeed. Appreciate you being here, Skillings. What up, Chosen? Hopefully you feeling all right, man. Shout out to the homie Chosen. Yeah, so we wanna, we wanna see what y'all think. Personally, I wanna see what y'all think about the particular shooting badge, like tier list in regards to your individual experience on the game. Because I think my shooting badge tier list will be different from other folks. So I think it's really important that we kind of see where we line up. And once we get more folks in here, we'll get it going. We'll get the thing started on the shooting badge tier list. Hopefully everybody's doing good today. Let's get right. Zidan Dara is out there. What up, Zidan Dara? Let's get it, man. Shooting badge tier list is here. I was thinking about making a video about it, but I'm gonna make some tier lists for other categories as well. Hey, appreciate you, man. Jesus. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Appreciate the love from DR. Yes, indeed. We out here blessed. Yeah, so hopefully we could create some dialogue about like this tier list in regards to y'all players and y'all playing style. They need to go watch your videos on YouTube. Hey, it is what it is. We're in the process of growing, approaching 60,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's been a great ride. So we're gonna keep creating content. We're always gonna be here. So eventually, we'll get more people to watch. What up, HD? Hey, let's go. Appreciate the sub, Stan. Yeah, what up, Killer? What up, HD? What up, y'all? Hopefully, y'all good out there. We finna get the shooting badge tier list right. As soon as we get more folks in here, we'll get right. All right. Let me see if I can get this thing right here. Sit back. All right. Got the little cinematic view going. The little cinematics. Gotta get comfy. Have you seen you this early since 2021? Hey, the go is in the building. We out here, Red. All right, shooting badge tier list, man. Hey, if I was, I guess we'll start. We'll start like from the first badge that I have set up here. The badges on the bottom are in no particular order, but I'll set up and we could talk about the badges as we go along while we put them there. Like for instance, Hot Zone Hunter personally. What up, Starfish? Hot Zone Hunter personally, I would put at the S tier. Now that may not be for everybody, but I would personally put Hot Zone Hunter at the S tier. Big 60K. AC needs that plaque. Yeah, I'm looking for the plaque, man. I really want that. My goal is really to get that plaque. That's one of my major goals in regards to YouTube. I put Hot Zone Hunter at the S tier mainly because I noticed that I shoot a lot better when I have Hot Zone Hunter equipped, but then listening to some of the pro players, primarily referencing Bear the Beast, he really likes this badge in particular. I ended up trying it as a recommendation from him or from his content. and I love what I see from the badge, and it really opens up your green window. So I like Hazel Hunter. I will put it personally as at a S tier. What up, New York? Lowski, what's good? Phantom is out there. Oh, hey, your All City beanie came in today. What color did you order? Did you order the black one? Curious. Lucky 7, the next badge up. Lucky 7 is a badge that I really like, and I noticed yesterday I was playing Pro-Am, and I don't recommend, personally, I don't recommend this badge, the Lucky 7 badge, for Rec or Pro-Am, but being that one badge point could get, what up, Cat? Being that one badge point could get you so much on the bronze level, you get so much bang for your buck that we did end up inbounding at the half court, and I was able to shoot within the first 7 seconds. Normally, you don't put it on rec or pro-am because it takes so long to get past half court. It kills the time, kills 7 seconds from your possession. So I said, you know what? I had it on bronze, and it really kicked in that half court possession where I was able to hit a three. I have an 83 ball on the player that I'm playing with in pro-am. I've been shooting a lot better in Pro-Am, and I think Lucky 7 is a beneficial badge. And I think considering that you only need to invest one badge point, and the badge is good in just certain circumstances in Rec and Pro-Am, but is great in Park, just for one badge point, I personally have to put it at the S tier. Is it absolutely necessary to have on? If that's what we're considering S tier, it's not absolutely necessary, but you get so much value in this badge. So I really like the Lucky 7 badge. I got it up at S tier, bro. Lucky 7 pops up for me so much. Yeah, yeah. I think Lucky 7 is one of those badges. I know a lot of people won't put this in the S tier. This is why I kind of want to put my take on the badges up, and then hopefully we could create some dialogue and you guys could share your take on why you like the setup or may change some badges around. That badge is perfectly fine at bronze. Facts, Demon Damani. Mismatch Expert, another golded badge. And I don't think this badge, another S tier badge for me. I personally, I don't believe that. It's hard to say. Like if you're a spot up shooter, you don't necessarily need this. If you're a taller point guard, you don't necessarily need. Hey, oh my god, you don't necessarily need mismatch expert if you're a taller player, because the difference starts at 3 inches. So pause. So you gotta have a 3 inch difference between you and your defender. Another pause. But I like what Mismatch Expert does for you in combination with Deadeye. Mismatch Expert gives a ton of a boost. So if I'm playing with my 5'10", then I'm definitely want to put Mismatch Expert on. We'll get to Set Shooter, because Set Shooter, in my opinion, is one of the worst. So we'll go on to the next one, Chef. Now, again, keep in mind, this is my personal opinion on this. Please keep that in mind. I'm cool. I definitely appreciate feedback. And hopefully we could reset these badges and then reorganize them in accordance to what you guys feel and see out there. But the Chef badge, in my opinion, man, man, I'm so close to it. Might be a great badge for y'all. But from my experience so far, my experience using Chef, I haven't done well with Chef. That's been my personal experience. I'll rate it a B tier because I know what it can do if we see players make good use of it. But I gotta tell you, it's been rare that we've been seeing players make good use of the Chef badge in highly competitive games. So I'm gonna rate that a B tier. If you're a point guard, that's an S tier. That's Hall of Fame. Volume shooters. All right. So we're gonna go on over to corner specialist. Now, the corner specialist badge, and I know this is gonna look crazy, because I'm gonna rate this higher than Chef. Again, from my experience and what I've seen players doing out there, I don't see players taking a lot of limitless shots with Chef. It hasn't been a challenge for me at the perimeter. So although you may have a ton of content creators saying Chef is goated, I play the game personally every day, and now we're in Pro-Am. So we're playing even more competitive games against elite teams out there, elite point guards as well. And I don't see them pulling, as far as being the point guard, I don't see them pulling from deep until they get their Limitless spot up badge. Well, their Limitless takeover, I should say. Corner specialist, I think it's a universal badge. Maybe not primarily for a point guard. Point guards, it may go lower. But for what it does for a spot up shooter in the corner, hey, what up, Kobe? In my opinion, what it does for a spot up shooter in the corner, giving them, it may not be at Hall of Fame, but at bronze and at gold, 5% for bronze, that's a huge boost in my opinion. And then gold, you get a 10% boost to your shooting. Oh, hopefully it may prevent your work. All right, cool. All right, thought that was something there. So I don't know. I like corner specialists. I like what it does for spot up shooters. If you're a point guard, I'm sure you want your corner sitters with a lower three ball to have corner specialists on to get that additional boost. So as far as what the badge does for players, and if you consider equipping this with Circus 3s if you're a point guard, there's some good potential. Not that it's absolutely necessary, but there's some good potential. Set shooter, one of the most goated badges in the game. I'm rating this a S tier. Set shooter, dopest badge in the game by far. Way better than blinders, way better than Lucky 7 and High Zone Hunter. If you haven't equipped Set Shooter yet, you may want to equip it. All you gotta do is wait 10 seconds. Like literally, all you gotta do is wait 24 seconds before you shoot, and you're gonna green every time. So Set Shooter is definitely a badge that you guys may want to consider equipping. If you want to just be shooting lights out, all you got to do is hold the ball, stand still for 24 seconds, and shoot the rock right after that, and you are good money. So I highly recommend Set Shooter. Go out and hit the lab, go out and put it to the test, see what it does for you. Set Shooter is a C. Set Shooter should not even be in the game. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't even understand why this badge is in the game. You actually gotta wait 2 seconds before you shoot. You gotta have the ball. You gotta have the ball in your hands for 2 seconds with no motion before you shoot, and then Set Shooter activates. It won't activate before 2 seconds. So definitely one of the worst badges in the game. You don't want to have Set Shooter equipped on your players. Absolutely useless. He said, "Who in the hell is using such S tier badge hosted?" Oh man, what happened, Irish NJ? Answer my question before I delete 2K. Everyone knows that one guy that hesitates to shoot and then shoots that needs Set Shooter. Hey, but you could even hesitate. Yeah, you could hesitate with Set Shooter, and you still gotta wait another second after that hesitation. So Set Shooter is something that I don't know. Volume shooter, in my opinion, I'm gonna rate it. In my opinion, I'm gonna rate it a B tier. And I know you guys may have a difference of opinion, but I tried volume shooter at the highest level, and I haven't seen the benefits. Maybe I don't shoot enough, but I haven't seen the benefits from having the badge on or taking it off. And we're talking about having it on at the highest level and then taking it off. And I gave it a good 2 weeks worth of testing this year, and I haven't received the benefits or noticed the change in my shooting. Clutch shooter, on the other hand, ooh, you gassed me for a second. Heck, you can't call me out like that. Maybe if you have 53 ball as a paint piece on the twos with corner specialist and high zone hunter and sniper and the Holy Spirit on your side, it'll go in. Volume shooters go as a point guard is good. That's good to know. That's good to know because I'd like to hear your experience with these particular badges. In my experience, I haven't seen the benefit of volume shooter yet, and I did give it a good amount of testing, and I just couldn't find a good balance for it. Clutch shooter, on the other hand, I like clutch shooter. I think I'm gonna rate it like a A tier. I like what Clutch Shooter does at low levels, only because it's a great bang for your buck. One badge point, put it on bronze, you get a lot of benefit for it. So when we're thinking about like value of a badge, I think clutch shooter has a lot of value in it. It helps with your free throws, you know, at the end of a game. It helps you shoot better at the end of a game and get them shots that you're just like, oh hell, we've been through this a few times over, where we're in a competitive game. We're going, it's like they need a three to go into overtime and they hit this wild shot. Is probably primarily due to the clutch shooter badge, this wildly contested shot as well. Or if you're in the park game and you got a lead by 8 points, or you're down by 8 points, clutch shooter is gonna if there's an 8 point difference between you and your team, clutch shooter will kick in at the end of a park game. Clutch shooter on bronze, silver is so good. And he a full quarter rec pro and nice. That's cool. That's what's up. All right, so the next badge is Circus threes. Now, I personally, if you guys see my videos, I oftentimes play my, because I've been saving highlight clips throughout the year. So I compiled all the clips together. And if you guys see those videos, then I just leave it playing in the background while we talk about a particular badge or something. And Circus threes, oh my God, it has been doing wonders for me. I want to evolve into a different type of player, but if you're trying to take them leaners and open up, expand your game, then Circus threes on Hall of Fame, ooh, goes without saying. In my opinion, an S tier badge. If you just hit the lab and start working on them leaners, you can make good use out of Circus threes, and you start incorporating certain step backs like that normal two. What up, Vice? What up, Luxury Ethan? So you start incorporating that normal two hop jumper that NBA 2K Labs just recently put out. Forget about it. Circus threes will definitely give you a boost. Rhythm shooter. I like rhythm shooter, and I think it does us a great service, especially for those crab animations. I'm gonna rate it an A tier, in my opinion, for what you can do with it. I haven't discussed sniper yet. Nah, I didn't yet. I didn't yet. But rhythm shooter works off two dribble move combinations. And what I'm considering with rhythm shooter, like if I was considering to start incorporating rhythm shooter into my shooting badge arsenal, then I would crossover one or get a nice speed boost, crossover once, and then Trey Young into a crab animation. And I'd stack rhythm shooter with something like stop and pop. So the benefits of what this badge could do for primary ball handlers. Yeah, so it stacks with stop and pop by Vice, yeah. So the benefits of what Rhythm Shooter could do in regards to stacking and offering you an additional boost to your shooting. What up, Rome? What's good? Rome is out there. I think that's where Rhythm Shooter really shines, is the ability to stack. So if you could start stacking these badges, you're only going to increase. First of all, you're going to open up your shot selection because you're activating certain things. So yeah, so I like rhythm shooter for the shot after the Lillard hop back. Facts. So when you start incorporating these particular dribble moves into your animation, like these particular animations into your dribble arsenal, then you could start stacking these shooting badges. So I think it's a badge that's good at the A tier for particular players. If you're a spot up shooter, then maybe rhythm shooter will be lower in my opinion. But that goes, the next badge is stop and pop. But in my opinion, from what I've seen with the numbers with stop and pop, which I got right here. Woo wee! Hey, what up, Callie? Woo! Man, stop and pop, I gotta tell y'all. Stop and pop is like one of the best badges, period, in the game. A super highly active badge. You feel what I'm saying? Like this badge is super highly active. Is more times than not, if you're the primary ball handler for the way in which most ball handlers play when they're looking for a shot in NBA 2K22, stop and pop is almost always going to activate. And what it does is increases your edge make percentage. So it's almost like opening up your window. A silver is a good level for stop and pop, but at Hall of Fame. So what I've noticed from watching NBA 2K Labs video is that they had a graph for stop and pop. And from bronze to gold, it really doesn't affect your middle make percentage. But when you start working above, like you go to Hall of Fame, your middle make percentage gets a skyrocket. I mean, like you're talking about 93% increase to your middle make, along with allowing your edge make, increasing your edge make from like 65% to 78%. So super high numbers for the stop and pop badge. And the next time I bring out a player that could get this badge on Hall of Fame, I want to put this to the full test. But those numbers sound crazy, crazy. Yeah, stop and pop is really good. The next badge is slippery off ball. I think a slept on badge. A slippery off ball. I think a lot of folks like this badge. You may consider it at lower levels. I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna rate it a B tier because I haven't personally had to use it, but I think if you're out there, you're running with randoms and things like that, it may be more beneficial to you. If you're playing a more structured format of the game, then not necessarily. Or if you're like a screen setter, you may want to consider slippery off ball. You're setting the screen for the pick and roll, things like that, or the pick and pop. Slippery off ball. What I notice, it does jump you out. It gives you a different type of animation. So that's what I like about it. It's supposed to help you navigate through traffic. So counter to slippery off ball is off ball passing. Something if you watch 2K20, yeah. Dum, 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 dum. Corn Dog is out there stopping pop with volume and fast 7 bucket. Fast 7, that's a whole new badge. That fat if you guys haven't equipped Fast 7 yet, definitely go into your shooting badges. Spend as much time as you can trying to find the Fast 7 badge. Because if you are able to find that Fast 7 badge, trust me, almost every single shot is gonna be green. But the hardest thing about setting up your shooting badges is just finding these hidden gems. And Fast 7 is Lucky 7's like the cousin. If you want to look at it like in relation, it's like the cousin of Lucky 7. You equip that Fast 7 badge, you almost every shot is automatic greens. Roman 7 is coming. Oh man, we having fun today. We having fun today, man. Let's get right. Yeah, I want to go above bronze. All right, man, here we go. This is where things get interesting because more and more players are making good use of Limitless Spot Up. Oh man, what I've seen with Limitless Spot Up in recent weeks, what I personally experienced, in my opinion, S tier. Man, I got to personally experience what Limitless Spot Up does by equipping this badge on Hall of Fame. I notice a huge difference. Without the badge, you're getting this weird animation trying to shoot 30 plus feet out. You're unable to shoot 30, but we're talking about with a 99 3 ball. You will get a weird animation, almost throwing off your timing. But what I noticed when I did equip it, it made the shot just feel smooth as if you were shooting from right behind the 3-point line. So you feel like you got the same shot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing changing. I love Limitless Spot Up. I don't think it's as good at lower levels at all. I noticed the difference at Hall of Fame in my personal experience. But what up, Uncle Sleep? Was good. But another thing that I want to mention is that going up against players who are equipping Limitless Spot Up. Real important because we just went through this 2 days ago, playing against a player that, shout out to that whoever that dude was, but he shot 9 for 10 from 30 plus feet out. You know those numbers are crazy. Imagine you shooting 9 for 10 from 30 plus feet out. It was like light work to him, and some of those shots were contested, and he was just laying them down. He was getting that green animation, and so whoo, what up, man? But yeah, so I love what Limitless Spot Up does, and I think moreover, another thing that I want to mention from my experience with Limitless Spot Up is that if you're a corner player, Limitless is pointless. Big facts, yeah. We need range extend. What up, pesos? Yeah, so what another thing that I notice when you're playing highly competitive games is that if you're setting up 30 plus feet out, what that does for the point guard, that what it does for the point guard is it creates space where that person's defender that's sitting 30 plus feet out, especially if you're a good shooter from 30 plus feet out, his defender can't pinch you as a point guard. So as a point guard, you don't need to worry about the double team up top or like the slight collapse in defense where somebody plays in between the ball handler and the hash. You get none of that. He's 30 plus feet out. A defender has to be on him. So it really spreads the defense out, opening up the floor for the point guard. So that's one of the things that one of the benefits of why I'm raising, like why I put that badge up to the S tier. Grinding my 7-4 two-way 3-level. Hey, go crazy. I got my coffee ready. Next badge up is Deadeye. I'm gonna reset these at the end. What up, Donnie Mills? I want to reset these at the end so that way we could kind of go at it together. Maybe we could get some feedback from y'all. What is your preferred position to play? Mark G, I think so far my preferred position to play is up on defense, top left. And I think this 6-7 build is proving to be good. Yesterday I had some really good games in the Pro-Am arena last night. And I think the 6-7 build is my preference right now. So far it's a balance between the 6-7 and the 5-10 two-way 3-point playmaker. AJQ, what it is? All right, man, Deadeye. Now, I think for great players, like Deadeye is primarily a badge for a stretch in the corner. If you're a corner sitter, you're a half sitter, you're a taller player, Deadeye proves beneficial. But if you're a point guard attempting to run Deadeye, I think you need to accompany this badge with another badge, which we'll get into. I know a lot of folks feel like the badge doesn't activate. I could say my personal experience is when I have this badge equipped, we miss PG City. Nah, man, I don't got it. I just don't got it. Point guard position, I don't got it. Not against comp teams. Yo, what is a good comp pro-am league for PS5? Join the Discord, D-Bell. We have one of our homies. He has a recommendation for a good pro-am league. What up, Teo the Don? What's good, man? So, all right. So, Deadeye, I'm going to rate this as A tier. I'm going to rate that as A tier. That's my personal experience with Deadeye. If you guys feel it should be higher or lower, let me know. But my personal experience with Deadeye is A tier. I wish it activated more. I wish it let us know. Sniper goes without saying, Hall of Fame tier, in my opinion. Is Sniper absolutely necessary? Is the question. So expensive to get him to 99, bro. I missed the old gen. Yeah, you didn't have to pay extra, yeah. So, Sniper, is it absolutely necessary? It doesn't. I've tried running without it. You know what I'm saying? I tried running without Sniper, and I was able to have good games without Sniper. But the benefits of Sniper, in comparison to some of these other shooting badges, you're just receiving too much of a benefit not to have it equipped, in my opinion. I think you can go without it, especially if you're good at timing your shot and you have a point guard that hits you with really good shots. I think if you're the point guard, you should have this badge on. But moreover, if you're a spot-up shooter, I think this will serve as a point guard's best friend. That gives him time to either throw a late pass and you have Sniper to help you with mistimed shots. I think Sniper just proves too beneficial not to have it up there. Is Deadeye a ghost badge? It's something like a ghost badge. Yeah, it does pop up. I got it to pop up. What up, High Flyer? What's going on? The Deadeye activates with a faster shot. It's a matter of the closeout. So yeah, Corn Dog, it's a matter. Deadeye is all a matter of the closeout. So where the defender is when you jump. So that's how you PC you too, Nookie. What up, man? Yes, so there's the difference here, the demon Damani. The difference here is that Deadeye works great with Mismatch Expert. So Deadeye and Mismatch Expert work hand in hand. Uh, and I want to create the scenario for you. I want to create it for you so you guys could understand. From a point guard perspective, is especially if you're running highly competitive games, right? So what ends up happening is most point guards are working a screen and then they force the defender alongside of them. They get them into a crab animation, right? The screen is there, so it forces the defender to come around the screen. So they end up in a crab animation. They go back in. Now, the defender who's guarding the screen setter, your teammate, the defender who's guarding him is normally taller, right? He's taller and normally a little slower. This is where Mismatch Expert is going to benefit you as a shooter, hands down, because the 3-inch difference starts and, you get the boost from Mismatch Expert. But what happens is that defender, unless unless you already like got a ton of shots up and you're proving to the defense that you're an aggressive shooter, those first few shots, he's going to be hesitant on whether to completely guard you or guard the roll from your teammate setting the screen. In those first few shots, you have more of an opportunity for him to create a late closeout. And in that late closeout, that's when Deadeye gives you, like, it minimizes the penalty for the contest, and then Mismatch Expert in turn gives you the boost for shooting against a defender that's more than 3 inches taller than you. So that's a good way to understand that stuff. That's a good way to kind of lock that stuff in. Blinders. It's tough, man. I really like the blinders badge at max level. Does it match my playstyle personally? It doesn't necessarily match my playstyle, but from what I've seen players do, I could say from what I've seen, this is what I could say. From what I've seen players do to me. That's the best way to put it. Not from what I've done to players with blinders, but from what I've seen players do to me with blinders, you have to put it up. Because I'm not good. I'm not good enough to really work blinders like it should be. I've gotten way better this year, but man, we've played against some players that made good use. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so with that, it's like it's tough. Blinders is tough not to put it up there. Um, Catch and shoot. Catch and shoot, I like catch and shoot. I'm gonna put it up here from my experience with catch and shoot. I shoot better on my spot up shooters when I have catch and shoot on, and your jump shot starts acting glitchy, start acting weird, and you're mistiming your shots due to latency. Catch and shoot really helps you out there. Your spot up shooter, catch and shoot is goated. If you're a point guard, you don't necessarily need catch and shoot. You might want to rate that lower. Difficult shots. Man, what happened to difficult shots? What happened? What is going on with difficult shots? I got to say that we have come across a player that made hella good use of the difficult shots badge. So I know what it can do. We seen him do it. Yeah, yeah. Phil Blinders is a crab dribble badge. Yeah, it is. Crab, you could either incorporate blinders in your crab dribble style, or you could incorporate blinders in your Circus 3 leaner style or hop step, your hop jumper style. So it serves multiple benefits, and you get a tremendous shooting boost from blinders. Um, it's hard to say, man, because I've seen what difficult shots could do this year. It's just you don't see many players making good use of difficult shots. It's hard to see. Is it necessary? I think you could shoot good from the mid range without difficult shots. I think you could still shoot good from the mid range if you have a high mid range. But there was a difference. It was a difference though with somebody who had difficult shots. This is why it's hard to rate this one, because the homie that we played against that had this joint up, he had it on either Gold or Hall of Fame, because this man was working that mid-range in on a different level. Not on a normal level like we normally see somebody takes a crab animation or they work a screen and then come to the foul line, take a... No, he was taking them actual leaner shots, not just straight dribble pull-ups. This man was working that mid-range because most defenders are primarily trying to just keep you away from the perimeter and force you past that line and then relinquish control and give it to the paint. This man was not having that. So I think I would rate it a B tier, but for what players can do with it, I think I could see a lot of players rating this higher. What is the best badge loadout with 39 shooting badges? Well, we're going through the badges right now. You should be able to make an assessment off of this. And I dropped the shooting badge video earlier today. You could check that out too. But yeah, we're going through it now. Fade Ace. Again, people aren't making good use of this. I tried it at Hall of Fame. I couldn't make good use of the badge. I haven't seen it. I gotta rate this. In my opinion, I gotta rate this a C tier. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them out there. I haven't seen people making good use of it. The only person that I've seen make good use of fades is Cap. And then it's like when we're playing highly competitive games, it's like it's really hard to make good use of the animation in general. The Circus 3 badge makes step back bigger. I don't think it creates space. I don't think Circus 3 Space Creator will create your space for you, but not Circus 3. Circus 3s will just help with the percentage. But Green Machine, I've had ups and downs. Difficult shots for corner specialist. I think corner specialist, if I'm not mistaken, I think it went to threes this year. I think it's in the description this year, corner specialist. I can't really recall. I know, I think it was either last year or in NBA 2K20, it worked in the mid-range. But difficult shots certainly only works in the mid-range. But I think same happened with corner specialist. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. I think they kind of redefined corner specialists to 3-point shots. I could be wrong. It used to be that way in the past, and then for a certain few games they made it so you could activate it in the mid range, and then I think it went back. So Green Machine is another one. It's like I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to say because I've had good and I haven't had bad experiences. Yeah, corners for threes. Gotcha. Well, he said midi too. I don't know. I don't even use Green Machine and I shoot 80% from three. That's how, yeah. I don't use Green Machine either. But I have had instances where I went on great shooting streaks and I had Green Machine equipped. I know there's a sweet spot. There's a sweet spot for Green Machine at silver. I know that much. But I think I would rate Green Machine a B tier badge. And that's my lineup, y'all. I don't know, man. That's my lineup. Corners for corner and deep corner shots along the baseline. Nice. That's good to know. Corner specialist is for threes. All right. I thought they redefined it. I could have sworn that they redefined it. Yeah, difficult is certainly only for mid-range. Yeah, we know. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So Let's Go said they don't have to be from three. So some folks say they don't. I might have to just look at the definition. I could have sworn they reset it. Maybe I was confusing it with difficult shots only being from the mid-range. Chef is S tier. So the reason why Joe Selling, in my opinion, the reason why I put it to B tier is because of my experience, my limited ability to make good use of the Chef badge. Like I know certain players out there may make good use. So I'm a perimeter defender, and we're playing in pro-am competitive games, right? And we have yet to come across a player that's making good use of the Chef badge. In other words, as a perimeter defender, I'm not having to defend someone dribbling and shooting from 30 plus feet out. All year, I haven't had to worry about Chef playing defense. Now, personally, for me trying it, I can't say I'm the best person to try it, but from the experience that I had trying it and all the playmakers that we do run with, they aren't making good use of Chef as well. We could see maybe one shot per 5 games. I could understand that happening. But we're talking about somebody making good use of Chef, adding it into their arsenal. I don't see that out there. You know what I'm saying? So just like you shoot a normal three, shoot a normal three from 30 plus feet out. We saw someone do it with Limitless spot up just the other day, 9 for 10 from three. He's shooting like it was right behind the line. And I've done it with myself with Limitless spot up, shooting like it was right behind the line. I know the ability for Chef. I know the potential for Chef, but I haven't seen enough players make good use of Chef, which means the good majority of players aren't going to be able to make good use of Chef. Considering my personal experience, I wasn't able to make good use of it. A lot of, like, the majority of players aren't going to be able to make good use of it, especially being a defender. I haven't even defended players that make good use of it. So that's been my experience with it. So I'm like, I know people could do it. You know, the pros probably use it like crazy, but not from what I'm seeing. Yeah, so if you guys, we could reset these badges and go through them in the sense like, what do y'all think? What do you think we should do? How should we approach each badge? I'm cool with that. If you want a screenshot, let me screenshot my joint. Matter of fact, let me see if I can. Hopefully it don't jack me up. I'm gonna screenshot that joint. Uh, what is it? I'll save it on the desktop. Why use Circus 3s? Just for me to get an idea to use it. Oh yeah. So Circus 3s, let's talk about it. Circus 3s is one NBA 2K Labs recently dropped a video talking about the normal 2 hop jumper. It's a hop jumper that creates a ton of space, right? So that's one option of where Circus 3s will activate on this hop jumper that'll give you a ton of space, only giving you a boost to hitting that shot. Another reason is for taking leaners. Just imagine calling a screen, and as you hit your defender on the screen, you don't try to crab, you just keep going. So you have options. Instead of a crab back into the defender, you could actually just keep going. Imagine you hitting your defender with a crab animation one possession, and then on the next possession, he's anticipating the crab, so he's just waiting for you to come back into him, pause, but you end up keep going and using your leaner. That's where Circus 3s will come into play as well. So these are different ways of how you could get Circus 3s to work for you. But that's my list, man. That's my list. I don't know what you guys think. Cap said Rhythm Shooter plus Chef. Rhythm Shooter, there's no badge that activates with Chef, yeah? You know, when you're 30 plus feet out, you don't get other badges to stack. So keep that in mind. Your badges aren't stacking with Chef or Limitless. What up, cool kid? What's going on? What up, Scarface? Terrell Savage said he loves Circus 3s. But yeah, you know, it's just what it is. These are my joints here. If you want, you could take a screenshot of them. Let me see if I could get that joint. Let me take another screenshot because I had the other one messed up there. That would be my joint. Save. Yes. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't even know how it would play out. I didn't know. This is my first time doing a tier list. So I had to set this thing all up. I had to get all the badges uploaded. I had to make sure I had all the badges so that you guys have a visual of them. What up, Sleepy? Smoke, Fade Ace, Cap said Fade Ace. Yes, but for instance, like Fade Ace, we noticed that like even in Pro-Am, you're unable to take them fades. You know what I'm saying? There isn't many opportunities to take those fades. Maybe in like a rookie or like a rookie game mode, like playing in rec or playing in park, you could make good use of fade ace, which we saw someone like Cap. He makes good use of fadeays, but I think more the tougher game modes is it's a little less. There's a little less opportunity to activate fadeays. Great job with the bad strategy. Thank you, Corn Dog. Yeah, I try to do these things. You gotta do one for play. I will. I will do so. The thing is, I gotta actually get all these badges into Photoshop and cut them out, get them right. I have a ton of badges already cut out, but even for the shooting category, I had to get a few more badges and add them in there and then upload them to the tier list so we could do something like this. So I want to do more of these. So I'm willing to go through like the finishing, the playmaking, the because y'all don't let me. I'm fading in next gen pro-am games. Yeah, because it's not ideal. So it's not ideal. It's not an ideal well, I guess the next game you could fade away and yeah. Let's see. Well, maybe we'll get a 50-point lead off of fades. Have you noticed while defending, oftentimes you see the point guard passing it out to the corner for a three, but it pulls them in, and it becomes open baseline to the rim. All right, so yeah, let's talk about that, yeah? Let's talk about that. What the homie said, Muhammad just said, because 2K this year, for some weird reason, you got the finishing badges, what to use. I'll do the finishing badge tier list. I'll try and set it up. We could do a series. Tomorrow we could cover finishing badges or one of the categories. We'll do defensive badge tier list and we'll do a playmaking badge tier list. I just gotta spend the time to get all the badges so that I could showcase them the way you see them now and move them around. These are all separate files. So in order to be able to move them around like that, I have to create separate files for all of them. So not a big deal. I just got to spend some time doing it. What the homie said. The homie was talking about leading passes. Let this man fade. The homie was talking about leading passes this year for some weird reason. In the coding within 2K, they have changed the way passes are being led. You're a point guard, you see somebody at the hash, when you're coming down the court in transition, you set up a nice easygoing pass so that your player who's running down the court, you're thinking that when he catches the ball, he should be at the 3-point line by the hash. Oftentimes what's happening, we're in transition, you see one already in your corner, he has a defender on him, you're trying to hit your homie to the right side of you. You're like, all right, I'm just going to dot him so he could take that shot around the hash area. Nah, 2K leads your teammate from where he would normally have caught it at the hash and lead him to the corner. Or if you're in transition and somebody's in the corner, he's still in motion getting to the corner, 2K will actually lead him in toward the paint. And you as the player have no control over it. What up, Edwin? And you as the player have no control over this thing. Why is the leading passes changed this year? It's hard for me to take in. Why did they change the coding on leading passes? I can't call it. Yeah, I don't know what it could be that would have forced 2K to change the coding. We know they had to make some adjustments, but they did some that really makes these leading passes poor. And I can't for the life of me understand it. Even as a defender, when you're going for a steal animation, lunging you one way, and then the pass is lunging your opponent like 5 steps the opposite direction. These leading passes are really they sometimes, I could say, they sometimes ruin the experience and make it more so unrealistic. Leads you from a spot where you want to be at. Yeah, I noticed the same thing, Hollywood. I'm glad you brought that up. I wish I could make a video about that. Terrell said I hate that. Yeah, I hate it too. Ever since the last patch, I swear Circus 3 is more OP on gold. I don't think you're the only one who feels that way, Durant. Have that Mamba mentality. Yeah, but that Mamba mentality is like, yo, what are y'all doing? It's like they lead, and what's troubling is that the lead is not even a smart lead. because like the smart lead pass will not put me right next to my teammate and in front of another defender. Something that we can't control. We're leading, especially when we're trying to hit the person at the hash, and it leads him to the corner right by a defender and right by his teammate. Stuff like that don't make no sense to me. Poor OP, because I've been caught on a bad side of that, where it speed boosts the shooter and leaves me floating away. Yeah, my question on City, that's what something 2K. The problem is that it was never in the game. We never had to worry about this. So it's obviously that's something that 2K either ignored, or if they went to address it, they did it wrong. That's been my experience, because we never had to worry about that. 2K had perfect lead passes. It was surprisingly perfect lead passes 2K had down packed. Why was it changed? What do you think about having strength on point guards? I think it's something that I want to consider. Strength on point guards is going to be something I'm going to be testing over the next couple weeks in my new build. If I end up making a new build, a new lockdown build, I want to add strength. Although yesterday with my new badge setup, I was able to play better defense, I'm still not getting the clamp up animations that I want. So strength from the offensive end on a point guard, I don't think is as necessary as strength on the defensive end for a point guard. Or strength in general guarding against a point guard. I'm going to test it out though. I have bills with 97 passing and 99 passing. It does it too much when I was using 85 passing. It did it often. Well, the point that it does it is really what's messed up, because most of my bills have super high passing as well. Difficult shots needs more respect. That badge makes it automatic for mid. I feel you. I was talking about that. I was talking about difficult shots and how I've seen one player this year make good use of that difficult shots badge, and he went crazy at the mid range, and it was automatic. You ain't lying though. Run it up. You ain't lying. Three defenders, and you're like, I should pass it or shoot it, and 2K like, go dunk it. Oh, I'm on PS5. That's what's up, man. Welcome to PS5. I can shoot up a Cash App more now. That's what's up, Terrell. Yes, sir. That's dope. That's dope. Shout out to Terrell Savage. I have bills with a 97 and 99. It doesn't do much. Pasek, yep. I want to join a Pro-Am so bad. Yeah, so we have a Pro-Am team ourselves. We just started running Pro-Am. If you guys are looking for players to run Pro-Am, we have a Pro-Am room within our Discord server, in our Discord community. Over 17,000 members in our Discord. You're sure to find some players to run Pro-Am within that Pro-Am room that we set up for players looking for Pro-Am teams. And one of our homies is a owner of a team. Nox2 Toys, a owner of a team. So if you guys are looking for a link to sign up for a Pro-Am, you could just hit me up in Discord. Type !Discord to join. The link will come up. Yes, Uncle Sleep. That's dope, man. Shout out to everybody back. My wife, Maya, said hi. That's what's up, Muhammad. Tell your wife, Maya, I said hi too. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, so yeah, just type !Discord if you want to join the community. Non-toxic, only positive vibes. As long as you're coming in on that type of energy, everyone is more than welcome. Is lateral quickness tied to perimeter D? It most certainly is. So if you're considering moving quicker while holding L2, you want to have that perimeter defense attribute up, because that's also tied into your lateral quickness. 5v5 is the wave right now. Man, I gotta tell you, it's 2K fun again. It's 2K fun again. We've been having fun in the Pro-Am. If you guys are getting tired of 2K and your experience on 2K22, I gotta say I'm having a ton of fun in Pro-Am. And I also want to add to that it wasn't fun getting spanked in Pro-Am the first few days. So it's highly stressful the first few days, but if you guys are able to start working, keep this in mind, key. And suddenly, like a light should go off. If you guys are able to start as a team, start working triangle defense, into your game, things have changed. Get a good point guard to go into Pro-Am. It'll minimize the stress that you have going into Pro-Am, and run a good rotational defense that always has the big man in the paint. And man, Pro-Am will be just a great experience. Yeah, 2K22 is built for Pro-Am. Big facts, having ton of fun. 2K is only fun when you actually have a squad to run with. That's why I keep recommending our Discord. Appreciate you, Uncle Sleep. Yeah, yeah. Park isn't it anymore, right? And I used to be a Park player. What up, T Go Crazy? I used to be a Park player. If you guys remember in the first few years of streaming, man, I would not play no other mode. It wasn't until my legend run on 2K20, at the very end of that legend run, I was already damn near there. I was on my last bar, and the homies are like, "Yo, we can make this bar speed up if we just go into rec." So I played the majority of that run and the majority of every 2K prior to that in Park. Um, I was a super park head. I loved the concept and idea of park. Used to have so much fun, but not no more. Volume shooter, I haven't been able to make it worth it for me, J Neil. You might be able to make it worth it for you, but personally, I haven't been able to make it worth it for me. And I've tried the badge at Hall of Fame level, and I couldn't see the benefits of volume shooter. Park hasn't felt the same. Nah, I mean, we had 2K19, we had 2K20 where Park was dope. I know some of the folks felt like 2K21 was amazing, but 2K21 Park made me delete the game ASAP. Yeah, I never played Park neither. Now I don't even want to go into rec after playing Pro Am. Now I feel like I don't even want to be in the rec center. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild, man. So yeah, if we want to reset these badges, and I could ask for each badge. I'll reset them. We'll do a quick run. We'll do a quick run. I'll ask each badge, and then majority rules. Let's do a quick run. I'm gonna mix them up. We'll do some S tiers. We'll do some. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Let's reset them and do it again. I was thinking of having a car meet as well. I saw some folks having car meets, and we could all go out there with our go-karts and maybe have a race or something for some background content. Played rec yesterday for a little. Had like 3 games with 50 and 10. Way too easy. Yeah, way too easy. What's your favorite dribble pull-up to use, Trey Young? Except in the beginning of each season. Well, when you start, did you have success with jump shot Curry? It was all right, but I noticed a huge amount of success the second I equip, and I think my teammates could vouch for that. The second I equip set shot 25 in the pro am, has been night and day difference. I'm playing like a real shooter out there, and it feels good to just be able to add to the team, be an asset. All right, man, let's go to the first one. Let's do this right quick. I want to get an idea of what you guys feel about these badges as well. If you were to, create a tier list for these badges, if you could participate, it'll mean the world to me. Let's get this thing going. Go through a tier list, and the badges that I have up, I'll blame on y'all. I say, nah, whoever else comes in the stream late and sees the setup, I say, well, that's them. Talk to them. They said to put it this way. So let's go through the first one. Hot Zone Hunter, S tier, A tier, B tier, or C tier. Let's get right. I want to try Pro Am, but my teammate at times want to play hero ball. Yeah, you can't be a hero in Pro Am. Hot Zone Hunter, what tier should I put it on? S tier, first one up. S tier for Hot Zone Hunter. I believe it too. My opinion is S tier for Hot Zone Hunter. I already had it up there. Terrell said S tier as well. I think this is going to end up going in the S tier. So, we should just put it up there. S tier, S tier. All right, S tier it is. All right, S tier. So lucky 7. S tier. And as everybody say, have you tried? I have tried real player percentage. Thank you so much. S tier. The homie saying S tier. Let's get it. Hot Zone Hunter. Everybody feels like it's S tier. All right, man. Next one up is Lucky 7. Mind you, I'm blaming it on you guys for anybody else who walks in the stream, so keep that in mind. Lucky 7. Next badge up. What level should I put? Should it be S tier, A tier, B tier, or C tier? A tier? Lucky 7. Put the badge if you can. I don't know if you can put the badge because I don't want to get it confused with other folks. Joe Selling said B tier, A tier, A tier. All right, A tier, A tier. It looks like A tier it is. All right, we put Lucky 7 at A tier. Mismatch, and that's also situational. All right, Boy Johnson, appreciate you. All right, easy, man. Same for a 3 guard. So, all right, Lucky 7 is going to be an A tier badge. He said a B plus tier, Terrell. Kashawn said B. I think most folks felt like it was an A tier. I'm gonna put it at A. Muhammad said Hot Zone Hunter at A tier. The next badge up is Mismatch Expert. Let's try and go through these quick. Mismatch Expert, S tier, A tier, B tier, or C tier. Mismatch is an A tier. Oh no. Say it ain't so. Corn Dog said a B tier. Oh my God. Say it ain't so. Joe Selling said an A tier. Folks, I mean, folks have different experiences, man. Nick J said B tier. Man, you guys don't like Mismatch Expert. You guys don't like Mismatch Expert. Greg Too Much Martin said S tier. Damn. It's true. It does help in rec and pro am, but not as much. Not as much. Mismatch Expert is S tier. Antonio Harrison said B tier. Z said D tier for Mismatch Expert. Oh my God. S tier if you're small. D tier. All right. I think I'm gonna put it in F tier. The kid said S tier. It's hard. Short build, best badge in the game. There you go. All right, so I think I'm gonna have to put this in the B tier. I think a lot of you folks said B tier. A lot. Mismatch A tier. Reason more comfortable shooting when I'm open. I hear that. A lot of folks said B tier. All right, so again, I'm blaming it on y'all. So any explanation that anybody comes in with talking about, yo, what's going on? How do you have that badge? I said, it's not me. It was them. Next badge up, Circus 3s, man. Circus 3s, what do you think? S tier, A tier, B tier, or C tier? I know it's taking long, but I want to do this quicker. My shortest guard is 6'4", so I don't get much benefit. No, I hear that. It makes sense. It makes sense. Hey, what up, Dre? Appreciate you coming through. Which is, I already had set up my in the beginning of the stream, I had set up my personal thoughts on how to tier list these shooting badges. So now we're getting the feedback from the stream to see what they think about Circus 3s and each one of the shooting badges. Appreciate you being here. B tier, B tier, A tier, S tier, C tier. Wow. Or higher, so I never use Mismatch. I hear that, Shag. I hear that. Overrated, Circus 3s. So what he's saying is going into the A or B tier. I see S tiers, C tiers. We're gonna have get an average. Right now it's hovering between A and B. Right now it's hovering between. He said S for Circus. I don't know. Maybe it could hover between S and A. I'm gonna have to drop one. The homie says C, so that's dropping it down. F tier, so that's dropping it way down. I'm a Circus 3 demon. B tier. All right, it's going into the B tier. That's on y'all. Y'all got the explaining to do. Corner specialist. Next badge up is corner specialist. S tier. A, F tier. Corner specialist. Circus 3 is a D tier. Pause. You rate all your badges in the D tier, Don. Just got good badge. Just gotta know how to use it. All right, I'll go on. Yeah, corner specialist. D tier. D tier. S tier for corner specialist. S tier for corner specialist. A tier. S tier. Oh my god. B tier. S tier. C tier. D tier. S tier. S tier. All right. All right. We're going back up. I think it's gonna be in the A. It's gonna be in the A tier. It's gonna be in the A tier. I think that's good. Oh man. Again, back to the most goated badge on 2K. The badge that's an automatic green bean. The badge that'll just hit, you could shoot from the other side of the court. Set shooter. Where do we got set shooter? Corner is S tier, papa. All right. Well, y'all said it was an A tier. S tier for corner S tier for set shooter. S tier. B tier. All right. B tier. B tier. I see B. S tier. He already responded. I think it's a B tier too. F tier. F for Hall of Fame. I think B. No, it's not the necessarily badge level. F tier. Burn this badge. Yeah, I think everybody feels the same about set shooter. All right, Fade Ace, man. Next badge up is Fade Ace. Fade Ace. What tier do you guys think I should be putting the Fade Ace badge? You know what we should do? I should do this joint, and y'all should probably set up my shooting badges, and I go out there and play. Fade Ace. Fade Ace. S tier, A tier, B tier. I'll start in the middle, and y'all work me down. S tier for Fade Ace. F, useless on current gen. C tier. C tier. All right, it's going in the C tier. It's going in the C tier. You know what? I'm going to take the first 5 for these remaining badges. I'm going to take the first 5 drops. So when I announce the badge, whatever the first 5 I see, that's where I'm going to put it at, because we still got a lot of badges to go through. So I'm going to put it wherever I see the first 5. So try to respond quickly. The next one, I'll give you guys some time. Fade Ace is F tier. We put it at the C tier. Cap thinks is S tier. So like if you're a player like Cap, S tier. The rest of the 2K community is C tier for Fade Ace. All right. Green Machine. Green Machine. First 5. Starting now. First 5 on Green Machine. S tier, A tier, B tier, or C tier. He said S tier, B tier. S tier, B tier, B tier. Yep, B tier. Ball so hard. Greg too much Martin. S tier for, he already said S tier. Green is an A. B. All right, so we got B. We got B. All right, so difficult shots. Next one up, first 5 for difficult shots, yeah. First 5 out for difficult shots. B tier for green. All right, good looking now, Joe Selling. Appreciate y'all participating. Corey, thank you. Joseph, appreciate y'all, man. Difficult shots. Next one up, difficult shots. S tier, A tier, B tier, or C tier. Difficult shots, B tier. I got a B tier. I got a D tier from Corn Dog. I got a D tier. I got a C tier. I got a B tier. All right, it looks like the people are leading A tier, A tier, A tier. Oh, wow. That was a lot of A's right there. B tier, HD said, and C tier. All right, we're going to drop it in the B tier. I think that's good. Next one up is Slippery Off Ball. Man, I'm going to compare. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video comparing my badge setup to the badge setup that y'all said y'all run. We're going to say, this is what I have, and this is what they said I should have. Slippery Off Ball. Next one up, Slippery Off Ball. S tier, A tier, B tier, or C tier? Chicken in the cup, pick it up, bing. Slippery off-ball is a pick and roller slasher badge. Facts, yeah. B tier, C tier, F, F. I think B so far. B tier, F, F, D tier. Pierre Cradle said D tier. B tier. Slippery is a C tier. Slippery is a A tier. C for shooter. It looks like I'm going with this. Yeah, C tier. All right, so remember, I'm getting comments from everywhere. A C, but an A for bigs. Yeah, so it looks like it's a C tier. It looks like it's a C tier. Next one up. Again, I appreciate you guys participating. We could go through this. Hopefully, we can get through the whole thing so that way I could take a snapshot at the very end. Volume shooter. What do you guys think about volume shooter? S tier, A tier, B tier, or C tier? Slippery is a F tier. All right. Yep, we got Slippery. So yeah, I think Slippery is a failure. Volume shooter, yeah. Volume shooter. Give me some more. Give me some more. S tier for volume shooter, Greg. S tier, corn dog. Wow. Yeah, I really think volume shooter is S tier. Volume shooter is a B tier, so we drop it down to A. C tier. Ooh. Wow, y'all really feel like that about volume shooter? A tier, C personally. S tier, said Greg. Volume is a A. It looks like volume is a A so far. All right, volume, I'll leave it in the A. All right. Now, this is where things get interesting. F tier for volume. Pierre Cradle said S tier. This is where things get interesting because I know a lot of you players are capping. Y'all think y'all play with Chef. Y'all think y'all use Chef and y'all don't. Cappers. Sir Capalots. Because I don't see nobody using Chef good. I haven't seen him yet. The Chef badge. S tier, A tier, B tier, or C tier. What are we doing with the Chef badge? What is the Chef badge doing for you? Nobody's jacking up. Silver catching. No, we're on Chef. Chef is S on God. F tier. Chef is F. Silver. Volume is S tier. Chef is a B tier. C tier. B tier. B tier. All right, folks being honest. I love to see it. I love to see it. The homie says C tier. Folks is being honest. I think it's gonna land in the B tier. I think it's gonna land. I'm surprised y'all was being honest about that. I know most of y'all be like, I be shooting from half court every time. I be shooting half court shots like 90% of the time. Man, I shoot 110%. What? That's a lie. You can't even shoot 110%. What are you talking about? Yeah, but I do. Man, what? Next badge up is the clutch shooter badge. Never been used. Clutch shooter. Where are we rating the clutch shooter? Is it going to be in the S tier, the A tier, the B tier, or the C tier? Clutch shooter is a dope badge, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe some folks feel like this, they know it's dope, but they don't run it. I don't know. Would have gone in with stop and pop anyway. A C tier for C low badge count. C low badge count. A tier for clutch shooter. A B tier. B tier clutch. C, B. Agent Q said B. C. It looks like C's and B's. I'm going to drop it in the B. I'm going to drop it in the B because I think that's... It looks like people are saying C and B. People aren't making good use of clutch shooter. I think maybe you guys need to give it a second look. Put it on bronze. Just give
what in the world?
What in the world? I love you guys making, yeah, it works for free throws. Facts. Rhythm shooter, next badge up. Man, we only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do this, y'all. Let's do this. We almost there. Man, you guys have a horrible badge set up, but we're gonna leave it how you got it set up. You guys shooting 23.2% in Rec Park and Pro-Am. Oh man, you guys have a whole 19 3-point percentage. Rhythm shooter. Next badge up is rhythm shooter. Rhythm is a C, A tier, C tier, C tier, D tier. All right, looks like B or C so far. B or C. Rhythm is a C. Damn, you guys. All right, B, B. All right. Well, I think we could go with. I think we could go with B tier. Rhythm shooter, right? I think we could go with B tier. Man, A tier, B tier, A tier, C tier. All right, I think I'm gonna drop it. I see a A, B. Oh, that might drop. All right, I think we could go. We could average it at B. Now, Deadeye. Joseph said A. Damn, we might have to put this up. I see a lot of A's. This badge setup is for brown shirts. Ain't no one know what it does. Yo, yeah, guy, yeah, crazy. The Deadeye badge. We're almost there, y'all. We got 6 more badges. Let's get through this, man. Let's get through this. Deadeye, A tier. Well, S tier, A tier, B tier, or C tier. B for Deadeye, S tier for Deadeye, A tier, B for Deadeye, A. I see A's and B's. I see A's and B's. Damn, you guys got a lot of badges in the B tier. If I get 2 more, I see a S tier. Deadeye is the A tier. All right. We're going to drop it on the A tier. S plus for Deadeye. All right. We're going to drop it in the A tier. That's a nice little boost to your... So maybe now you guys should be shooting at like 22%. You go from 19% to... Hopefully you guys could end this off right. You got some badges that could boost your percentage right now. Because as of right now, the way you set up your badges, you guys are shooting 7.5% from the 3-point line. Hopefully, with the remainder of these badges, you guys will be able to increase your 3-point percentage at least to over 50. I don't know. It depends on how you line these badges up. But right now, I think 7.5% will get you like, you know, you're maybe like you're not even drafted yet. Like you're playing high school ball right now on the bench. So hopefully maybe by the end of these 5 badges, you guys will be able to at least make it to the NBA with this badge loadout. I don't know. I don't even know if you guys can make it into the NBA with this badge loadout. They want to be shooting. 100%. All right. Catch and shoot, man. Catch and shoot. The next badge on the list, catch and shoot. S tier, A tier, B tier, or C tier. Line them up. Let them out. What are we doing with the catch and shoot badge? You guys got 1 badge in the S tier right now. Get your cup of coffee. S tier for catch and shoot. Savage, that's a fact. S tier, S200, 2003. Appreciate you, CJ. S tier, S tier. I see it. Wow, I see quite. So you guys like catch and shoot. Okay, you guys like catch and shoot. Wow, a lot of S's. All right, so that's 1. All right, y'all guys got a lot of S's. All right, Agent Q said S tier. I didn't realize you guys like catch and shoot like that. That's good to see. I ain't gonna front. I thought less people equipped the catch and shoot badge. 4 more badges, y'all. 4 more badges. At least make it to the NBA, man. At the very least, make it into the NBA because right now you're just getting out of high school. Maybe you could play college with this shooting badge setup. Stop and pop. The next badge is S tier, A tier, B tier, or C tier for stop and pop. Catch and shoot helps you in the rec. Catch and shoot a S. All right, so we got it on the S. A B negative. Danky 2K. Definitely a S for stop and pop. Stop and pop is a S for my 2-way. S for catch and shoot. We got that up there. What we doing with stop and pop? What we doing with stop and pop? Where are we at? S tier, S tier. Dalvin said S tier. Stop and pop, S tier. Agent Q said S tier. Corn Dog, S tier. Joe Selling said S tier. Oh man, you guys finna make it right. You guys finna make it right. Stop and Pop is going into the S tier. I think there's a is starting to look differently now. I think you guys, I don't even know if you can make it into the starting position just yet, but at least you're getting the last 10 seconds of a college game. At the very least, you guys are, they'll put you in the last 2.5 seconds of a college game. That's good stuff. Let's get on to the next one. You guys are on your way. 3 more badges. Limitless spot up. S tier, A tier, B tier, or C tier. What you finna do with Limitless spot up? Limitless spot up. Tell me where I'm putting this at. Limitless spot up. Tell me where I'm putting this at. Greg said S tier. Greg too much. Corndo B tier. The last 10 seconds. Limitless is an A. Limitless is an A. All right. All right. Limitless is an A. A B. I think we could probably go with A. I think we could probably go with A. Yeah, it looks like A. It looks like people are leaning towards A with this. Yeah, A. All right, cool. We're dropping it in A. I think you guys, majority of folks have Limitless at an A. And I think you guys are working. I think you guys are working. These last 2 badges are critical for you to even make it into the NBA. These last 2 badges, if you guys have me put it anywhere else, you're not getting drafted. That's for sure. Where are we putting Sniper? The Sniper badge. S tier for Rec, but B tier for Park. The Sniper badge, he said, is a C. Sniper badge is a C. Folks not even trying to start. S tier, S tier. You just can't shoot. S tier, last 2 S tier. S tier. All right, all right. We seeing it. Limitless is useless for 90% of players. S tier, S tier, S tier. All right, it looks like y'all getting there. It looks like y'all getting there. Y'all done finished the whole college game. You done started. All right, now you're talking about something. Nah, Sniper bronze. Sniper jump shot is the best. The last badge in blinders. I appreciate y'all participating as well. It means a lot to make this thing happen. The last badge to get you guys into the NBA at the very least. Blinders, depending on where this badge goes, will determine if you guys are even starting or you're just going to be a role player carrying real NBA players' luggage. It just depends on where you're placing this badge. Blinders badge, S tier, A tier, B tier, or C tier. I see a A tier. A tier. Blinders is S tier. G Money. Blinders is B tier. Ball So Hard at S tier. Big Hex at A tier. A tier. It looks like it's A tier. It looks. Make your last final push. Make your last final push. Blinders on the water ball. Blinders is goated. F tier. Joseph Schweppes at S tier. S tier. S tier. All right, we got a lot of S tiers for it. I think we could drop it in the S tier. Deer tier badge doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's only good on Hall of Fame. Can't crab without it. All right, I'm gonna drop it in the S tier. So this is what y'all looking at. I think y'all ended up doing well. I can't front. It's way different from what I would have chosen. Joking, is S tier on Hall of Fame. Facts, facts, facts. It's different from what I would have done. I noticed you guys rated volume shooter at a super high level. So there's a lot of you folks that are keen on volume shooter, and I think that's pretty dope because personally I've tried it and I haven't. Maybe I need to give it another shot. I haven't really made good use of volume shooter. You guys got corner specialists at the A tier as well, so you guys are running. That badge setup is ugly. It's ugly. It's ugly. But nah, it's different. Hey, it's just different. You feel what I'm saying? And I think what we're noticing is that a lot of players are hitting shots. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of players that are shooting out there, but they have different badge setups. So it ain't like everybody's running the same badge setup. So I think it's interesting that you guys set it up this way. Volume shooter is an L badge. We got lucky 7 and A tier. I think that's okay. I think it could have went up to a S tier or even be at the A tier. High zone hunter and S tier. So your S tier badges are go. I think they're okay. You got high zone hunter. I personally want to put catch and shoot at the S tier. I do like what catch and shoot does, but I think it's an A tier badge or even a B tier badge. But I like what catch and shoot does. Stop and pop, absolutely goated. Sniper, absolutely goated. Blinders, the good majority of the community knows, absolutely goated. It's just a matter if you're capable. It's really asking if, as a point guard, you're capable of making good use of blinders. Spot up shooters don't necessarily need blinders. So, lucky 7 up there in the A tier. Deadeye, I think, is an A tier. Limitless spot up, I would have, from my experience, put it to the S tier. But then you got to have this badge at Hall of Fame, so I understand why it's at A tier. Mismatch expert, I was surprised. Mismatch expert and Circus 3s at the B tier. Mismatch expert and Circus 3s at the B tier. I think you guys are limiting yourselves. Because though Mismatch expert is a ton of shooting boosts, but I understand it's for shorter players and more of you guys are making taller players. So I understand that aspect of it. And Circus 3s is a play style badge, so to each their own. It looks like more people aren't taking leaning shots and more people are making taller players. Hey, so yes, I appreciate that, RVN. Yes, indeed. Green Machine should not be at B. I kind of personally, I could see it being a B tier. I haven't had to really have the Green Machine badge equipped. Difficult shots, not too many people are making good use of it. B tier is where you rate a chef. I rate a chef in the B tier as well. Although I know there's limitless potential with the chef badge, I don't see people meeting that potential. I don't see players meeting that potential. So I don't know. A lot of folks said Mismatch and Circus in the B tier. And they put rhythm shooter and clutch shooter in the B tier as well. So I think what you can do, hopefully we kind of learn, like hopefully we was able to connect and learn some new stuff with these badges, because difference of opinion doesn't mean you're wrong, but hopefully you can explore some different options and get out there. If you have a different player, I've created a lot of players myself, so, and I've tried way different setups for different players. So on my 99 3 ball, I run different setups because he has more of a shooting ability. But on my 83 ball, there's a particular setup that I'm using as well. So on my 99 3 ball, I make good use of badges like Circus 3s and Mismatch Expert. C tier, set shooter, fade ace, and slippery off ball. C tier, basically the badges that don't need to be in 2K anymore. What up, the Mago? What's good? Green Machine is better than Volume Shooter. I believe it. I could see that. I would have rated them probably very similar. Volume Shooter plus High Zone plus Circus 3s. I don't see much people running difficult shots. Yeah, you don't see a lot of people running difficult shots badge, and not so many people are making good use of that mid-range in general. Although we have come across, personally, I've experienced one player that just killed in the mid-range. And we're not talking about those regular dribble pull-ups at the foul line. We're talking about he was all over the mid-range, taking all sorts of leaning shots, step back shots, just making good use of what, like, the old ways that shot creators used to be. He was doing that with difficult shots in the mid-range. But that's only one player this year. Volume activates after your first made shot. Highly active badge does not. We can't deny that volume is a highly active badge. How beneficial is really the key. You will see volume activated, but it's just to see how beneficial it actually is. It's really the difference. What's the ranges to shoot good 3 ball? Well, you want to shoot before 30 feet. From the line to before 30 feet. At the 30 plus feet out is where you start seeing some different animations. But as far as your attributes are concerned, I think a consistent 3 ball starts, like a good solid consistent 3 ball starts at 80. Not saying that you can't shoot before that, but a solid for the majority of players will start at 80, and then you'll meet that threshold that gets you over that hump at 80, and then 86 is like the next threshold, 90 and so forth. But you can shoot this year. You can shoot with a lower three ball. You can shoot consistently with a lower three ball. I think it's just different players will shoot way more consistent than others. I haven't done playmaking badges. We could try playmaking badges tomorrow if you guys want me to make that happen. I'll set up a playmaking badge tier list. I would just have to spend some time getting all the playmaking badges out, saving them as PNG files and uploading them, so that we can have them moving around, so we can have all these moving parts. So I would just have to cut them out in Photoshop. And I got a good majority of them already saved, so I would just have to get the ones that I haven't done yet, upload them, and then we'll be able to do that. It was fun. It was hella fun. I can't even cap. I have fun doing this tier list with y'all. That's why my core is so valuable. You can test badges instantly. One downfall on next gen. I'm surprised that they didn't put a my core in next gen. I personally would have liked the my core. I really would have liked the my core. But again, I had super fun doing this with y'all. Thanks so much to everyone who was participating. You guys freaking are awesome for doing this. And hopefully tomorrow we can keep this thing going with some playmaking badges, or even I'll choose a category. I'll choose a category tomorrow and we'll do it again. You all have a safe and blessed rest of your night. This is your shooting badge tier list. I'll put my shooting badge tier list against your shooting badge tier list, and my shooting badge tier list will surely win against your shooting badge tier list. This is the shooting badge tier list for a brown shirt just got his PS5 and just turned on 2K22 for the first time ever and never even experienced a next generation console. Now, I'm joking. I'm joking. You all have a safe and blessed rest of your night. It was super fun, man. I'll catch you tomorrow. We'll do the same thing all over again. Easy, y'all. Thanks so much.